certainly has been an adventure for the mighty Amakhosi. Now, for more on what we can expect in the Kaizer Chiefs Al Ahly encounter this evening, we cross over to the SABC Sports studio where the SABC anchor Thomas Mlambo and his team of analysts are standing by. Good evening, Thomas. What are we looking forward to tonight?
All right, so thank you, Busiwo. Thank you very much for being with us. It's a huge day for SABC Sport. We're bringing you that game. The game that sees Kaizer Chiefs in the final up against Al Ahly. And in the studio with me, two men who know all about big occasions. First and foremost, Doc Khumalo at the far post is Phumuzo Manenje. Doc, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
Because Kaizer Chiefs, Dr. Khumalo, those names go together. You've been with Kaizer Chiefs at this kind of stage before.
Yeah.
What does it mean to the club?
Good evening to you guys and the viewers. It means a lot because this is the only cup that we've never been in the finals. We might have won the Mandela Cup, which was the Confederations Cup. That was in 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that occasion was overwhelming because definitely we are probably the first team to have won it in South Africa, but this one is bigger than that one. And I would like to believe that the guys in Morocco, in the dressing room right now, they've got goosebumps. It's first time this is the first team that's making history for Kaizer Chiefs. If everything goes well, this is the third team in South Africa that will be getting the star.
There you go. Doc Khumalo is already seeing it. You can see the logo over my shoulder here, right? It would look nice with a star over it. There are plenty of them over the Al Ahly logo. That is why I guess everyone is looking at this, Phumuzo, as a battle of Kaizer Chiefs up against all the odds, against the favorites of all favorites in Al Ahly.
You're saying that, Thomas, because you're looking at the pedigree of Al Ahly. 9 times they've won the Champions League. This is going to be their 16th final that they're going to be competing in. Al Ahly, when you're looking against South African teams, they've met Sundowns in the final. They've beaten Sundowns. They've met Orlando Pirates before. They've beaten Orlando Pirates. That's why you're speaking about all these odds to say, will Kaizer Chiefs be the first team, a South African team that meets Al Ahly and gets to beat them in a final? That is the big question that needs to be answered tonight.
We can't forget, though, as we throw forward, Doc,
yes,
a guy that you know really well, Pitso Mosimane.
Of course.
Coach that has won it with Mamelodi Sundowns in 2016, won it last year with Al Ahly, now faces Kaizer Chiefs. Where's his head going to be right now? And how worried is a man like who's so involved with Kaizer Chiefs on that influence, the Pitso Mosimane influence on Al Ahly?
You must understand that Pitso has been a thorn for Kaizer Chiefs while he was still at Sundowns. We're not talking Pitso only. The entire technical team, they know in and out of Kaizer Chiefs.
Kevin Johnson, the assistant coach.
The video analysts. And they are the ones that are going to plot. Because you must understand, during the off-season, Pitso was around. And definitely knowing Pitso very well, he is that coach that can plan and plot the downfall.
They did face South African opposition, did Pitso Mosimane in the road to this final. That was his former club, Mamelodi Sundowns. And to be fair, that quarterfinal, he really swept Sundowns aside really easily.
You might use the word easily. I thought tactically they were spot on. Looking at the goal that they scored, they're very deadly when it comes to set plays. But having said set plays, they're deadly. Kaizer Chiefs have scored half of their goals from set plays, headers. And it's two teams that are very good tactically when it comes to aerial balls. Set plays are going to be an important part in today's game. 70% of goals are scored from set plays in modern football. And that's what is going to play a big part in today. But looking at Jingles, 2016 was the CAF Coach of the Season. He has won the Coach of the Season like 3 times in South Africa. But looking at Pitso and the influence that he will have against Kaizer Chiefs, he has played 4 finals against Kaizer Chiefs. Won 2, lost 2. Today's number 5.
Doc, prediction?
Blood is thicker than water.
Blood is thicker than water. I think you're going to have to work that out yourselves at home and then join us at 8 o'clock for the big build-up as we try and find out what that means exactly. But the thing we can guarantee, Vusiwe, is that we will give you an hour build-up to the biggest game on the African club football scene. Kaizer Chiefs up against Al Ahly in Morocco in the CAF Champions League final. Please join us because this could be history.
Certainly could be history in the making. Thank you so much to Thomas and the team. Dr. Khumalo, they're speaking about the Mandela Cup and how that was such a big moment and that this comes way beyond that. And of course, talking about Pitso Mosimane and the factor of him being a coach that can plan and plot the downfall of his opponents. We'll all have to wait until 9 p.m. to see how this one unfolds, but it will be done on that field of play. And that's where we leave it for now until